What's going on, guys? Welcome back. My name's Ashir, and today we're going to be talking about nested loops. So, nested loops are pretty simple, actually. If you understand loops, then you should understand nested loops because it's basically just putting a loop inside of a loop. So, let's get into it. So, a nested loop, the definition of a nested loop is going to literally mean placing one loop inside of another. The inner loop is going to run every single time, each iteration, for every iteration of the outer loop. The inner loop completes when the outer loop completes. So this is going to allow you to perform what the coding world likes to call a multi-dimensional operation. This can be very powerful in a lot of different applications. So one of these applications, I wrote it out here on my notebook, and I can show you it real quick. So you've got four. What's that say right there? Integer row. So your row is going to be the name of your integer. When that equals 0, it's less than 5, and it's counting, incrementing by 1, row plus plus. You're going to put another loop inside of that. You're going to say for integer, the variable column equals 0, it's less than 3, and it's counting upward, by the way. It's a typo up there. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be 5, not 2, but it doesn't matter either way. Anyways, and you've got column plus plus, so that's incrementing as well. It's going to print row and then the row. So it's going to say row like maybe 0 or row 1, and you're going to have column maybe 2. Okay, so this is going to print out all the combinations of that. So it'll have like row 1, column 1. You'll also have row 4, column 3, or probably 2 because it's less than 3. But anyways, so the purpose of nested loops is going to be to handle, like I said, multi-dimensional data structures. These can be like matrices or grids, things like that. It lets you iterate over complex data sets. Okay, so a good example of this is maybe you're going to a big event, a massive event, and you got to say, okay, we need 30 tables and we need 4 chairs at each table. So you're going to have your outer loop is going to be your tables. You're going to say you're counting up to 30 tables, and each inner loop inside of that is going to be chairs. You're going to have counting up to 4 chairs. And then you'd want it to print, you'd say like table 1, chair 1, table 40, chair 2. And it'll print all the different combinations that you need, so you can see exactly how many chairs you need and tables, and maybe you're printing out labels, so then you can label each one. So that's just one example of that. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. This is nested loops. Again, remember, if you know loops, it's just putting a loop inside of a loop. It's very simple, very useful in the coding world, and yeah, hope you guys learned something today. Have a good one.